This game loaded really, really quickly, so we're just gonna have to just start going here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 15, Week 7. It's the last week of the group stage, and unfortunately for everybody at home, it's no matter what happens here, the last time we're going to be seeing MS-322 at play for us here, unless they, like, I don't know, do some weird post-season scrim or something. Maybe they should do one with, do a series with the Trash Boat team, I don't know. With me here today, as always, is the Doctor of Dota, Randy.
Oh, yes.
And the Diver of T4's DaviruzZ.
Oh my, I knew you were gonna say that.
MS-322, of course, is your whipping boy this season. They have gone from failure to failure, undaunted by what's happened to them. Princess Gang, on the other hand, has had it not really that much better. Lots of stand-in issues, including losing their Pause 1 full-time, for example, which has been a pretty negative impact on their team. So they're here now. If things went differently in the season, if things went differently in the group stage so far in Week 7, then this would be for a playoff spot for Princess Gang. They would have to win this game. Luckily, they are liberated from that need. They are going to the bracket literally no matter what, even if they just get completely dumpstered here. MS-322 going to start off with their Treant Protector pick. Flashbacks to last batch immediately.
I hate it.
And, the tree nerf did make me a little suspect as far as like tree being the ultimate first pick now. I definitely feel like of the two supports in every single game last patch, it feels like Ricky really came off of it with a better deal than the Treant did.
I mean, it's okay because Trian has a disable that goes through BKB, which is very valuable in the current meta, and he's not gonna fall completely out of the meta just because of some numbers nerfs.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Pick.
Void Spirit? Ooh, I like that a lot. Well, I mean, who's the Void Spirit player?
I would assume that's going to be Jopa. Jopa has a very interesting dynamic as a mid in that he plays a very narrow amount. He's got one of the shallowest pools of any mid player in LD2L, but all of his mids have insane win rates and insane participation in every game. It's like legitimately, I think it's like less than 10 heroes that he's played this year, right?
Yeah.
With a decent amount of matches, they're like all in the 70% win rate bracket, so you can definitely trust Jopa's going to do it right.
Okay, so it's more like, I think I see what's happening. They're probably picking his hero right now, otherwise, I guess they're afraid of, getting banned.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already banning, like, 2 mids from the get-go, so, makes sense. Ooh.
Including that Puck. You're going to see a lot of Puck bans in the next couple of weeks in LD2L because Puck has an absolutely insane win rate.
An insane win rate in Lima.
An insane win rate in Lima has an insane win rate in the pub scene. You're going to see a lot of Puck in the next couple of weeks.
Let's see what happens here with the Nature's Prophet ban. Is that hero? That hero's still good this patch after the Gleipnir nerfs and stuff, right?
No, they like killed him. Broccoli Boy is dead. They assassinated him. They they dramatically hit his stat growth, and they hit his starting stats, and they made it so his Treants do 10% less damage to towers, and they reduce the damage that his ult does. They did not want us to see another Treant Protector, or not Treant Protector, they did not want to see another Nature's Prophet in their lives.
I mean, so meta was kind of getting out of control as well. Like, just a little bit, too much fucking, like, Nature's Prophet, like, against Beastmasters. Maybe not our pubs, but, people in higher MMR games that were picking those heroes a lot. Which, I mean, I'm kind of glad. I don't want to see a fucking Nature's Prophet in my games ever. I swear.
You won't anymore. Promise you.
Yeah.
He already didn't have the greatest low MMR pub win rate. He is not even going to be thinking about showing up anymore. It's like pros only or don't even try. And that's going to be, I feel like that might end up in a situation where you have like a Furion drought at the higher levels, because like nobody who's trying to get to high levels is going to want to learn a hero that has like a 40% win rate in pub games.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of win rates and in pub games, there goes the Drow Ranger. You not want to see a little bit of that. I don't blame them.
10 seconds.
I believe there was a Mirana nerf in the last patch notes. I don't believe it was anything too substantial, or not nerf. I believe there was a Mirana buff. I don't believe too substantial. It was, I think, to do with the shard. There's a small
Yeah, I
Mirana
think
buff. Holly's
Mirana
gonna be
didn't
happy.
really get changes, other than, you know, that one change. You know, I don't like... There's so far, there's no, like any decent initiation aside from the Void Spirit on Dire, and I don't know if I like that too much.
I tell you what I don't like. I don't like Undying into Ricky. It's like a really horrible matchup. Ricky makes him not a hero so easily. We actually did a series earlier today. It was, well, I did. It was Mickle team, Al Capone taking on Ricky Blinders, the White Joel Birch team, though he wasn't there. And we saw Undying just get completely knocked out of existence by Ricky, basically. And Ricky has been nerfed, but...
Now Undying's double countered, so...
Yeah, he's like, there's no game for this man. Well, that is interesting, because Snapfire here does imply that it's going to be a core Snapfire of some description. Or a core Ricky, but I'm guessing it's more likely to be a core Snap.
It does look like it.
Could see Ad Forum going out of this season with a bang, perhaps. Bringing out the core Snapfire. I believe we've seen one core Snap so far in this season, being played by PPM. There's Luna, a hero that we might start seeing a little bit again. Moving forward, also confirms not a Ricky core, presumably. Luna buff wasn't that big, but I think any Luna buff is going to start getting the LD2L Puzzle players to take a little heed, at least.
150 again, which I've said about a lot of carry heroes in the last couple days.
Shoutouts to Magician, who has joined us in chat today. Shoutouts to Magician, who has joined us in chat today and who never responds to my DMs ever.
Very unfortunate indeed. Okay, I don't see any, like... Oh, never mind. Here comes the stun I was complaining about. That's really good, actually. With the Mirana, I really like that lane.
The problem is that it's still not like a reliable stun. It's like, you've got the Beastmaster shout once a minute, and then the Mirana arrow, which is going to reliably hit the guy who's already stunned, or just go fly off into the ether. You still don't really have anything that's going to be able to just point-click disable so far on Princess Gang more than once every 2 minutes.
Not the best, but...
I feel like they're definitely going to want to get some Atos or Gleep type gameplay going as soon as possible.
Radiant team ban.
I'm trying to think what carries are good for Dire at this point. That's good against the Luna. I think they want something that's on top of them. So far, I feel like they don't have enough heroes to protect the Luna from any, backline jumper or something that can man fight her.
I feel like a jug this game can be solid because they just buffed him quite considerably, and that's one of the worst Luna matchups imaginable.
For sure.
You have the Ricky to worry about, but as long as you don't fall prey to the smoke or have something to do about it, otherwise, then it can be very, very nasty for her.
I think PL is probably solid as well.
Yeah, PL might be better, actually.
Enough catch for... I mean, every game is a PL game, It may or may not be biased, but I think it would be pretty good against Luna, since fucking, Glaives, who cares? The Lucent Beam, her ult, who cares? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the only big downside to that is, you do have, one of the things that you don't like as PL is going to be a big circle-shaped stun, because Not only does that get rid of all of your damage output for a second instead of just a little bit of it, it also makes whatever is the real PL really, really obvious. That's really the only concern you got.
Just don't get hit by the stun.
Easy
Simply
money.
dodge cookie. Yeah,
Just
there you
don't
go.
get stunned. Simple as that.
Yep. It is, but that is really the only thing that I think is good against the PL so far. Maybe that changes in this pick for
10
MS-322.
seconds remaining.
I don't think PL is gonna pick anyways. What do you think it's more likely to get picked? I don't really know the players. I don't know what the heroes they play are. So what do you think?
I believe this is going to be Princess Pause 1, which
Mm.
means Princess likes likes two things: likes waifu heroes and glass cannons that like to come in, hit quick and then leave. Likes his Weaver, likes his PA, that sort of hero, right?
I see.
I think
Very
those are two.
unfortunate they don't have PA. I think PA would have been decent as well.
Yeah, PA could have been solid, though I do feel like that's a hero that's very volatile and very subject to change with whatever the last pick is.
Mm.
Shouts to... We got Vex and Kitty in chat. Vex says, "Can I get a Davi signature on my MK set, please?" Brought out the Leshrac. That's very interesting. Leshrac might be somebody who exacerbates the lack of consistent CC on Princess Gang even more. With all those slows himself, it means that if the Leshrac team starts right-clicking away from Princess Gang and Beastmaster's Blink Dagger gets cancelled by something, it's not really that easy to catch up to them. You can just kind of right-click, especially considering you've got Ricky, he's fast, Snap has the cookie, Luna's fast, Treon Protector has a slow, and he has his ult if he needs it, right? So, Lesh being there to
burst
exacerbate.
damage. Dire has like no damage at all.
So win
Like-
game or what?
Maybe, could be.
It could be a Sven game if you're brave.
I think Svendy's pretty good.
You're definitely going to have to be very decisive about how you play in this game. If your BKB is down and Luna and Lesh are both still alive, then you're dead. But you can
Yeah.
very easily make that not happen, I think. If you play it
Yeah,
out
I
right, you got to
mean-
be decisive.
I mean, yeah, if you fuck up on Sven, you don't kill people on BKB, then I think fight's over. You cannot really, it's really really hard.
But you get a good stun, which is going to be a low cooldown. That's really good. You get something that's going to be able to just tear through, like the Treon Protector and the Snapfire, they love long fights. Sven, he makes that not happen. That means your Undying is a lot less valuable, but it means that you've knocked out two heroes at the price of one of your own. You can tear through Luna near the start of her ult. You can Medusa.
I'm so sad they
Medusa.
didn't pick the sniper. I feel like sniper would have been pretty decent here, but I mean Medusa is kind of similar, I guess. I think she should all carry the Luna. Yes, no. guess
I
it depends,
used to
but
have
I
a
think
pu-
Medusa better.
I used to have a Puzzle and expert who says that the Medusa Luna matchup at the time was pretty bad for Medusa. Even though Medusa theoretically outscales, it is hard to, it's Luna, right? Luna is really good at putting pressure on your objectives, making it so that you don't really have that time or space. Unless you're certainly not going to help that case. It's definitely going to be a question of, is Medusa actually going to be able to get there? Because I think MS-322 actually has a really good team in terms of making sure you don't. Treon Protector to help your towers out, Luna and Lesh to push, Snapfire is a great uphill hero, and of course you got Ricky to ruin everything, right?
Yeah.
So it's not going to be, Princess Gang isn't going to be able, probably, to establish a very clear early game win, unless things go really well for them. MS-322 definitely could, and if they do, they can put Medusa in a box, and it's kind of hard to see how you get her out.
I think a lot of also depends on how the Void Spirit lane goes. Like if he
Yeah.
is able to start killing people and making space for the Beastmaster and for the Medusa to take objectives or farm for the Medusa in this case, I think game will be a lot easier for them. But I
Yep.
guess time will tell.
I still do have my reservations about the lack of reliable stuns on this team, but at least you can get the Medusa Ags, I guess.
Yeah, it is not the greatest, but that much lockdown.
I guess reliable is probably a poor choice at times, and more accurately, what I'm saying here is the lack of stuns without either an aim required or a 3-minute long cooldown. It's not like, I guess at the very least, MS-322 is blessed. Why do they call it oven when you when you oven the cold food, of out hot eat the food? It's a great question. Here's a fun fact for you all. The person who originally said that is like a friend of mine. That's the closest I am to an internet celebrity right there.
We ride to battle.
Alright.
It's a true fact. But it's not like like MS-322. Like yeah, you got the Leshrac stun. You're not always gonna hit that. Yeah, you got the Snapfire cookie. You're not always gonna hit that. Yeah, you got the Ricky dart, but that's gonna be a minute before you get that, right? It's gonna be Possery Ricky, by the way. I just noticed. Giraffe is the one that picked it.
30 seconds.
Oh, they swapped the lanes. Like, wait, no, it's not a Beastmaster one, right? They swapped the lanes. Oh no.
Not a Beastmaster 1, yeah, no. Yeah, Beastmaster is not only not a 1, he is in his off lane. He's like in the enemy jungle right now, so. Are you okay? Yeah. Not only is Beastmaster in his team's off lane, Medusa is in her team's safe lane, so.
He's standing in a weird spot,
Yeah.
Oh, I got the heroes teams wrong. Whoops.
There you go. Yeah, I do that some. I don't know what it is. It's very easy to do that now for some reason. I think it's just because how aggressive. But they do have a weird offlane situation in that Giraffe is going to be playing Possery Ricky this game. So there's that. So up. Oh no, Roxy, no. Tree is cut down.
Oh.
Solo kill? It wasn't a solo kill! That's the craziest thing about it. For MS-322, Pause 1, captain of the team on the Luna, is PVC Pipe. Pause 2, we've got Adam, also known as Adforum, also known as Ari, on the Leshrac. Pause 3, we've got Giraffe, also known as the Beatus, also known as Ricky. Pause 4, we've got Peaches on the Snapfire. And pause 5, on the Treant, we've got Roxy Row, who just got out of a quite fun game, I believe, right before this started. Meanwhile, on the other side of the coin, on Princess Gang, pause 1, you have the namesake, but not the captain, Princess, on the Medusa, as always sponsored by his one true love. Pause 2, you've got Jopa on the Void Spirit here. Pause 3, you've got Looter standing in for, well, I mean, usually this is where Princess is, and he's standing in for other people, but you know how it goes, on the Beastmaster. Pause 4, you've got Captain of the Team, Hollywood, on the Mirana. I like his raw Wraith Band setup here. You know, it just got nerfed, buddy. And pause 5, you've got Pohohoro standing in on the Undying, who is doing the fabled 1 million mangoes Undying build, even though that just got actually kind of considerably nerfed.
The saddest part about this is that none of the the support or not the support or the Ricky have a fucking sticker one. It just shipped out, and Poro has like 5 mangoes. I don't know. This is slightly unfortunate for them. I guess they maybe thought that the 9 was going on the on the other lane for some reason. I don't know. But it is a little bit unfortunate. I think they not having the greatest start because of that. Not having a 1 against Undying. Oh my god. Minus 16 strength, so cool.
You gotta love it.
Ooh.
Luna just stunned a creep and then almost still didn't get the last hit. You always hate to see that.
You'd hate to see it.
At least she got it in the end. At least Luna got it in the end.
Oh, interesting. She already leveled Moonglaves. That is very interesting. Uh-oh.
Yeah. She also leveled getting hit with an arrow, though the living armor is going to stop much bad from happening as a result of it.
If I have not much confidence that I'll be able to survive in my lane later, I will level Glaives early so I can like have the option of jungling without it being super inefficient.
Yeah, and this certainly looks like a lane if I'm Luna. I don't know how long I want to be here. In particular, once level 6 hits, I think I'd rather take a rain check, especially if I'm not going to be level my ult.
I wonder how the lane's gonna play out, because it looks like PvC, he might not build the Mask of Madness early. So if he has the jungle, then it's gonna be a little bit scuffed, even though he has a point in Moonglaves. Yeah, he's definitely maxing them. Okay, I see.
It's going all in, baby. One thing that I'm already starting to feel like a little bit just watching this lane go is it's going to be a little tough for this team to respond to the living armor until Medusa gets really farmed out. They're chasing Snap through the jungle up here.
Ooh. This is gonna a little big.
This is like this is a super waste of time for Jopa. He's just not getting anything done here. Just missed like half a wave.
Definitely not the greatest. Although he still has the most amount of CS though.
It's true.
So.
Yep, like I said, you know, if there's one thing you can absolutely count on in a matchup like this, you can definitely count on Jopa is going to be delivering a good Void Spirit game.
I think not.
How is this Ricky doing? Oh, nice
Not
CS,
too
I
great.
guess.
Ricky is not doing the best. This is a tough lane for Ricky to be in any case. Not like anybody is going to say that, especially a core Ricky is going to be a 5-star laner anyway, but at least
Not
by
against Medusa, unfortunately.
at least by the standards, he's not doing bad. There's certainly nobody so far is doing like unwinnably bad in their lane this game. Which is good news for PvC Pipe at least, who tends to struggle a little bit in the lane phase as far as actually getting those last hits. I'm gonna be trying to bully Looter just out of the lane here.
Oh, he got it. Is it rune?
Arcane Rune bot, yep. Against a Leshrac. Level 6. That arc might be a kill, but I'm not very confident in it. I feel like it's just it's gonna be nice to have though. It's gonna be nice to have.
He needs to prep him before he tries to even kill him, or have another hero mid.
Yeah, just
otherwise
rotate.
it's really tough. Yeah.
I mean, the good news is if you get Mirana in, the arrow lands, it's a pretty much guaranteed kill. The problem is you have to land an arrow on Leshrac, who is doesn't really have anything else to slow down or stop for at the moment. That's not the easiest thing to do.
Alright, I think something might happen bottom very soon. There's a big wave and a catapult. I'm a little bit concerned about this bottom tower. Let's see. Oh, never mind. The creeps are not going together. Oh,
No,
this
nothing
is
happening.
This is a big wave. No,
No, PVC didn't get the flag creep!
Yep, here comes the Void Spirit. This tower is gonna die. Oh, he missed. Unfortunate. I don't think it doesn't matter. Go on the
Any rotations for PVC?
Yeah. Nope.
Answer is
This
no.
tower is dead.
Fortunate.
Oh my god,
let's
his
look at
courier.
mid tower. Uh-oh, the
Never
mid tower is gonna hit though. Was this gank worth it? There
You
is
did get the
TP.
Luna, so maybe. But
No.
just
Oh,
giving
the mid tower
Leshrac
Oh.
free space like this sucks.
Yeah, the tower is half. The mid tower is half health, and their tower is full health.
Barely touched, yeah.
Not the greatest.
And
Not
of
the
course, MS-322 has the Treant Protector that he can just... Yeah, he's already getting a work repairing the thing. Okay,
I think this-
PVC. Got donked. Oh, please.
I don't think this was worth it for Dire. I think that they spent a decent amount of resources trying to, they got the kill on the Luna, sure, but they didn't really get the tower. And then, like, I think the Luna can stay in this lane. And
Oh,
the
Princess is
same
just gonna randomly die now.
time- Oof.
Okay,
Alright.
yeah, now it's like super. It was already like very debatably worth how much that Luna kill was, and certainly Medusa randomly dying to equalize it isn't good. But
This
they're
is
going on
not
Lush
good.
here.
No, this tower's dead. I don't think
They
it matters.
missed.
Even if they kill him.
He didn't hit the air.
Oh, no.
Oh, he has a
this is
haste!
not good.
Case rune easy.
This is really bad for Dire. I don't know. I don't know how this is playing for them. Tree's just gonna heal the tower. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the mid T1 and top T1 for Radiant are still completely untouched. Nothing else, at the very least, the Dire have a last hit advantage on almost everybody. Void Spirit is below the Lishrak, but he's still just 3 last hits below. Medusa is getting dangerously close to 20 over the Luna, and Ricky is just basically arm in arm with the Beastmaster here, just trading back and forth. So look at the net worth chart. Pretty much tells the same story.
Jopa is gonna have to start making some plays around the map. Otherwise, I don't see how Dire gonna win this game. They're kind of far behind in terms of objectives in the map, and they have a Luna and a Leshrac, which
Yeah,
they
that's
kinda
a
destroy
bad
towers.
situation.
It's not a great situation for them.
The-
Oh, they're going to Luna? Is she gonna die is the question. Oh, I don't think she is.
I think
They
so.
just TP'd the Snapfire. Oh wait. Oh, Snapfire didn't. Oh no, she didn't saw him. Uh-oh. I don't think this is allowed. This is not allowed. What? Oh my god.
Beastmaster with the double.
Oh, I can't believe that just happened. That was not allowed. That should be illegal.
There was a bit of hesitation there on Pah's. I'm not really sure why she was heading north when she TP'd to that tower. Slightly unfortunate. PVC gets tipped. Hollywood
I
with
think
DD
that's-
sniped Ricky's
Oh,
career. Hollywood DD is now going to walk into everybody and just die instantly.
yep.
But at least he got a book, so he can read something while he's busy being dead. Jopa has decided to reject your idea of making plays around the map and has instead decided to start jungling.
Oh,
Pohoro
God,
has
I
decided
admitted
to start
it.
dying.
Well, someone should be farming the mid though. It should not be this push into. Is this guy dead? Oh, he might get him.
Tree cut down, tree cut down.
Oh, he got him. Yeah.
That is good.
What's
Yeah,
let's see what's the net worth is.
I'm already looking at that.
Doing really well.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Finally, after 9 years in development, the Radiant T1 bot is going to go down. By the way, for the record, because I don't know if the people at home know this is going to be best of 1. There's just 1 game today.
Did they rollback or something? What happened? Only 1 game?
Because it's 7 p.m. and PVC is a grouchy old man who has to go to bed.
Oh, he's an old man. Oh, true.
This is this looked
Ooh.
almost looked pretty cool. Oh man, it still could be pretty cool. Come on,
She's dead. Oh, she's dead. Very, very dead.
Jopa with that haste
That's
rune just
pretty-
gives it right back.
The trash boat case runes here.
The highest impact item in the entire game, that bottled haste rune.
If you're a spirit hero, yeah, apparently.
They're looking for T2 bot.
Oh,
Ricky!
dead?
Oh, this Void Spirit's dead?
Ricky!
Solo dead to
Ah.
Ricky. Interesting.
It's like I'm in a pub all over again.
Radiant's middle
How's
tower
my
is under
how's my
attack.
Ricky this strong? He's got 4 kills.
Well, he's
No.
a stealth assassin. They don't call him the stealth guy who doesn't kill stuff.
Structures are fortified.
Here comes another,
He's about to
perhaps?
have 5 kills.
Nope, Luna
no.
didn't have Lucian.
Oh, unfortunate.
I don't know. This game looks really scuffed. Even though Dire or Radiant is, I feel like they're an advantage. The Luna is really broke, and I'm a little bit concerned about that.
Dyer's top tower.
It's 13
Yeah,
minutes.
you must have not
no,
been watching
oh.
too many MS-322 games this season.
No, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know what happened in my game.
PVC Pipe lives in a cardboard box under an overpass. This is what his net worth looks like every game.
I see.
See, Paige has just said affirmative. You know it's true.
Oh, he is in a triangle now. That's good. I think if he sits there, if he's able to sit there for the next like 20 minutes while his team does stuff, I think he's fine. I can win this.
More than likely.
Oh, he's back.
You can play, yeah.
Ooh.
Perhaps.
No, oh.
At Forum. Page's
I
help!
think the front track is dead. Oh.
Not like this. Oh no, bro. I don't think there's anything that
Oh.
Pages could do at this point to make this worthwhile, but dying was certainly not on that list.
Is under attack.
And Looter is making a lot of space. He's the highest
Sure.
level here on Dire. He's doing pretty well. He will have his thumb down very soon.
Very,
Or Overlord, I
very
mean.
surprised. I feel like a cookie there could have just saved, a cookie rather than the Hulk could have just saved the, little Shrek there.
We're Congo lining a bit. Giraffe is. Oh!
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
It's gonna kill
Got
people
him.
now. No, I'm gonna get
This is
chain
a
stunned
bad
actually and then die.
right now.
Oh, they don't carry dust apparently. Invincible, I guess.
That was really Congo liney, to be honest. I don't know.
Very sad.
Just like one hero runs in 1v4s and dies like 3 times in a row.
Well, hey,
This
Ricky
whole
ran in
time-
1v4 and survived and got a kill, so there's that.
Gotta kill, yeah.
Clearly
Sure,
the
that's
system
pretty cool.
works.
So Ricky is the carry of this game, apparently.
I don't want to say yeah to that because it's going to be very rude to PVC. But I already said he lives in a cardboard box under an overpass, so yeah, it's basically what we're looking at. There's going to be a puzzle on Ricky and a Luna that exists to be mad at buildings, I think.
This whole time Princess has been farming. That's pretty good for them. Just they're diving after the tier 1 tower mid. It's pretty cool. It's 15 minutes and he's in the jungle. That works. If I'm playing carry, that's a good day, Just sitting in the jungle, not worrying about heroes.
The downside is that
PvE.
okay. Luna, or not Luna, Medusa just accidentally revealed a sentry in the jungle. The downside is that Lesh just finished his Bloodstone, and it's about to get potentially a lot harder for these guys to operate as a result of that. Especially considering that Void Spirit he's going for Ags, and he's like basically just starting it. Goodbye, Treant. Not really 100% sure why they had vision on Treant. Okay, that ult was probably not worth it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ricky's gonna come in from behind here.
It's a 900 IQ old you wanted to assist,
Yeah, there you go. It'll make your KDA look better at the end of the game, and if you think about it, what else is there? Double kill for Giraffe. Looter is showing up here.
Oh, they're not gonna kill this guy. This guy is not gonna die. Oh,
Yes, he is.
Wait, hold up. Maybe I talked too. Oh, I
Yep.
talked too early. I talked too early. Oh, I guess I was wrong. All right, they killed the Leshrac. That's not good for them.
Mid on mid action. Yeah.
Really bad for them.
Well, the Lesh is feeling like he's made out of whipped cream at this point. Even with the Bloodstone, he just died in like a half a second. I guess that's what Bloodstoners are gonna do to him, man.
Something tells me he might need a I don't know, like a BKB or something. He's like not tanky at all. I didn't think they had enough damage to get him, but I guess I was wrong.
I mean, what they need first and foremost is Ricky to pick up that dart already. Because their lack of defensive skills is starting to really hammer them.
Gonna pick up an attempt to go on a Joker
They
here.
want him. They want this guy. Oh my god,
Not bad.
Is he gonna get him? Oh.
They are not going to get anything for this. That was the definition of not worth it.
And this Snapfire is dead as well.
Nice. She stunned the creeps at least, you know?
Well, this started out looking very promising for MS-322, but it is not really looking that way anymore by any stretch of the imagination.
I don't know if it looked that promising, to be honest.
For a minute, it just started looking like, okay, so it's what this game is going to be is Leshrac is going to go in.
Getting big.
Yeah, just
Becoming like a gold pinata. That's all that was happening, really.
yeah, Ricky is still just clearly able to like kill everybody for the most part. Like here's him just eating looter for breakfast.
Looter. Nice, or corrosion kill, very cool.
Ricky being a gold pinata is not really that bad of a thing when you consider that this is an early game team. They just started getting very desperate, and they just started letting a lot of deaths that probably shouldn't have happened just happen casually.
Radiant's bottom tower
Like especially the conga line mid, where Leshrac got to just casually die for no reason, and then everybody else just kind of did too, was probably not great for them in the long term. Ricky has decided that he does want an item that has Aghanims in the name, just not the one you would
Joker
think.
just used his escape. He could have actual step. No, he couldn't. He's silenced. Goodbye.
A very, very quick kill on him here.
Hmm.
It's a nice smoke. That's what you want.
Swings and roundabouts, perhaps? They're walking right into Princess here.
Or
But once again, you've got this,
that's his
this
lacking
sentry.
in mana. Opt to
Go
go
for
for
looter
looter
first.
instead.
Actually, they're going to go for nobody at all. Tree's just going to ult, they're going to walk away.
Giraffe is clipped. Well, he's fine.
Oh no, he should have stayed in there!
Ooh.
Oh no, he
Oh,
should
there
have
you go.
stayed in there!
It's fine. They have no vision.
Oh, they have no vision.
You're right.
He's invincible, guys. I don't know what the counterplay to this is. I don't know.
Invincibility, you know.
There is no counterplay to this. Ricky is so strong.
The bad news is they just used a lot of resources to do a go that ended up in nothing except one of them dying. Oh, it'd make that two because Ricky just walked into vision.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Oh, wait. Hold up. Yep. You're right. No, he's going to blink out. Oh. Oh, no way. Okay.
So slow.
Okay. Oh.
My god. The movement speed was like 20.
And then Giraffe gets tipped.
Classic 40% on dying slow, you know?
Dire's top tower is under
You know, I
attack.
preach for the voice spirit ags like every game. I don't know if it's play here. I don't think it's that impactful.
I mean, everybody
Might
on the enemy
be.
team is just all casters. If you get like one silence in a fight, you're just dead. Looter.
And,
Step back,
patience decorates.
Oh wait,
decorates
Luna, they're
bridge.
walking on the Luna. Let's see. Reparations incoming. Oh.
Luna
Oh, he
casually
missed.
drops an
Oh
ult.
wait, hold up.
Missed the remnant.
Oh no, that's
They're gonna get the Luna, but they're gonna lose the Void Spirit for it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bit unfortunate he missed this remnant there, so PVC can eclipse.
yeah. Unfortunately, I think the Void Spirit is probably more viable than the Luna at this point in the game.
Probably, yeah.
Radiant's
Diffuse.
At this point, the real politic is that the Void Spirit is not gonna mean much. Not the Void Spirit, the Luna is not gonna mean much, I don't think, to the calculus of the game.
Yeah.
There.
Princess has been it's literally in the same spot for the last 40 minutes, which is really good for them, I guess. Again, he's playing PvE, but that's how you play the game as a carry player. You know, sometimes you just don't want to interact with heroes, you know?
It's true.
You just play Farmville.
Unfortunately, PVC was also playing Farmville, but just the conditions of the game did not lend themselves, and the items that he had at the moment he started did not lend themselves to that being anything besides gruelingly slow.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's interesting to see. I do think one thing that's been hitting MS-322 this game that I don't know if it's necessarily been hitting them for the most part this season is the coordination factor. It just kind of feels like, you know, like I hate to say it feels like a pub game because that's a sentence with a very rude connotation, but I think I'm just gonna have to say it. Feels a little bit like a pub game. It feels like we do have these goes sometimes where, you know, if everybody's on the same page, if everybody's talking, if the goal of what we're doing is clear, then you just kind of don't have some of these deaths, if that makes sense.
It's just one of those games that it's not very organized. I think, although I will give credit to Dire, they're playing like.
They're playing the game they need to. They basically had a situation set up for them, and they're playing to that situation. Goodbye, Richard.
This is very good.
I think their early game was really not great, but they're recovering. I think. Oh.
Trying to get clips here.
Oh,
it's actually going to get rid of Jopa.
Oh,
dying as well.
Not good. I feel like that fight should not have ended that way. But I guess they got outplayed, you know? Oh, Hollywood? Oh, no. Oh,
That's to meet the tower.
Oh, dude, he wants that Luna. He
wants it bad.
Luna.
Oof. Sends out the arrow.
Oh, goodbye. That was nice meeting you, Hollywood. Good try.
Yeah, but he doesn't even get to make it a split kill. It officially goes to Leshrac. He's now on a killing spree and is now second place net worth in the game. Which is certainly where he wants to be if these guys want to win this.
Medusa, I think Medusa will start joining fights very, very soon. Like
more than likely.
I'll say like 5 minutes, probably. I would say 5 minutes is probably makes sense. And I don't think they have any way to stop her.
No, they'd like probably needed a T3 to be down by now. They're turning things around. They're bringing the nose up, which is good. But this is a very early game focused lineup, and this is like the end of early game, and the enemy team has a 2K net worth advantage. Like this is just not a place where MS-322 wants to be in any terms. A couple of people running into each other at top, but nothing really major seems to be coming out of it. Just ships passing in the night. Void Spirit does have that Axe, by the way. Void Spirit is just gonna die now. I guess he assumed everybody was leaving.
Yep. Axe, not very good if you get the silence, I guess.
It's true. Yeah, in no case is the Axe good if you literally cannot use it, yeah. Peach is going to try and make things a bit of a mess here, but the sudden appearance of Medusa on this is fat-fingered the R.
It's just a spell, you know, it's fun. 80-second cooldown. I don't even think they need the ult to fight with the Medusa, honestly. I think she could just, like, you know, walk with the team at this point. They could probably get Roche, and I don't think they have a contest. Like, Starfire does have the ult, but no tree ult.
Well, they don't have any really reliable stuns outside of ones that take 3 hours to cool down. That doesn't really matter if the enemy team just constantly has to fight into you. If you go uphill and the enemy team has to come to you to do something about it, and they can't, then your lack of stuns plays no part in that one. Might make things a little easier if you did have some, but it's not going to be a serious problem. Dying got that 4th staff. Not going to do Roche after all, it seems. They saw what happened in the OD versus AG games. They don't want to replicate that. Kitty, who's in chat right now, probably didn't want to hear that one, but you know.
It's probably not possible to replicate it because they don't have movement abilities, but you know.
Oh.
True, but hey, they do have the
Hold on.
Treon ult. That could be funny.
Oh, they backed up, I guess. Oh, they're gonna get catched.
Goodbye, Tree.
No odds. Very unfortunate. And no vision for this guy. Oh, he was dusted, but...
Yeah, they did, no. It wasn't no vision. It was no catch. They're gonna try and go for
He
this.
got
But...
catched. Oh, that's not good. Oh, this White Spirit's very
Goodbye,
bad.
Wood Spirit. Goodbye.
Oh, Tree bought back.
To the Undying.
Oh, PVC? PVC?
Yeah, Adam is owning right now.
Invisibility?
But they need like 30 like dust on every fucking hero, man. I don't like this. Oh, there we go. There's that.
Big fight, big fight.
Yeah, it was definitely a good
Really big
turnaround type fight for them. Missing the Medusa means that it was less worth it than it probably looked. But at the very least, anything that gives them anything right now is probably worth it. These guys are living what I like to call life on the edge. Princess is showing up at this. He's gonna hit R and try to do something here. And that something is just murder the hell out of Roxy Roro.
Okay, so it dispels the entire push. Very nice.
Yeah, you can really tell exactly where MS-322's mental state is, because that was very obviously only Medusa. It couldn't have possibly been anything else, and they decided they could not take her with 5 people right now. Not on her terms.
Technically, I don't think Ricky or Luna were there, but...
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, they weren't
Jump
because
in
they
the
were both
cloud
in
again.
side lanes, and they have TP off cooldown, so...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Peach is getting a little hammered behind the lines.
It's probably fair to assume that the heroes and spells they had available were not enough to kill Medusa.
That's true, they didn't even think they could route and just get the tower. Medusa has a full inventory. Double damage rune. Hollywood pretends he's gonna deny it.
Okay, are they gonna roll? I don't think they. Oh, they did. They did have a ward. They might know that she has. They probably know she has DD. Oh, let's see how this fight plays out.
Oh my god, that was
on the Ricky. They got him.
Yep,
they got
full
him.
link stun on Ricky,
Oh,
just
that's really
eliminated.
Response bait Roche, very nice.
Oh,
Flush
that's
takes
practice
the
there.
L. The
Luna
tree
is
ult
not
comes
killing
out, but
anyone.
man, this feels super late. Luna versus Medusa. Luna is just gently tickling
very
Medusa and
unfortunate.
dies. Oh no.
He was up though missing.
I
That's
think
very
this game
unfortunate.
is over. I don't see them coming back from this.
Yeah, this is tough. I think the first time you just completely cleanly call it.
Oh, call it? Oh,
oof.
that's so. Oh.
Looter moment.
Is he always like this?
I don't think so.
It's kind of ironic Looter's zone saying call it, but
Yeah, that's true.
for that.
Yeah, PVC gladly points it out. He's
There you
got
go.
Radiant's middle
Should
barracks
play this
are
game
under attack.
on the playoff day 1.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Alright, well, very sad.
Radiant's middle barracks
It's a
are
solid
under
what
attack.
can you do
Radiant's middle
moment when you
barracks
have no
is
damage
fallen.
reducer.
Yeah, this is a legitimate what can you do moment. They had an early game strategy. I think it's an early game strategy that could have worked, that had some legs, and it just did not. It was a good case in. Well, I do think there were definitely mistakes made on the part of MS-322 in the execution of this game. I will also say, I do think the Princess gang definitely played this rather well. Certainly to the degree that you would expect. There's no. I'm not going to shed a tear for them winning this game. They probably deserved it.
I'm not gonna shed it here because it means my bracket is correct.
I mean, it's going to be correct in either way, isn't it?
I think if they lose seeding changes.
Oh, wouldn't it be
Okay,
funny if
sure,
Looter just
yeah.
called the GGs right now to make Hollywood have a worse standing? Because he's the one who's losing out on this. Actually, I don't know if he realizes that.
I don't think that would be smiled upon by the Evans, though.
Probably not, but it'd be funny. Also, it wouldn't be smiled upon by me if I'm Looter, because I think Looter and Hollywood are in competition for the number. They're facing the number 3 seed. Whoever is doing better gets to face the number 3 seed. The number 3 seed is Ricky Blinders. I do not blame Looter for doing this. Of course, that means Looter gets to fight Monkey Kings in New York, but then he has a win against those guys, so you never know.
I mean,
PVC,
what's the
BKB.
BKB? It was probably fine without the Aether Remnant. I don't think.
Okay, Looter versus Ricky. Medusa is here. Medusa wins. Medusa just killed Ricky in like a second. And then we get the question marks. Shoutouts to London for joining us this game. Also shoutouts to Kitty for saying, Ricky, wrong talent, rip. Did he go wrong talent? He didn't get that smoke screen anyways, but then he's not a support this game, so I guess that probably makes sense.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
An arrow hits nothing. Saddest arrow I've ever seen. Also, Cheeseburger said Looter toxic, but that's neither here nor there.
Radiant's top tower is falling. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Randy, you're a doctor, right?
Oh yeah.
Radiant's top tower is over.
This team have a pulse or anything?
What right now?
Yeah.
No.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Can we get an explicit declaration of deceased? Okay.
Yeah, PVC gets a rampage here.
True. PVC just got stunned by the Medusa instead, and is now going to die.
Yep.
Oh, the arrow!
And goodbye, Lush.
Radiant's top
But at the very least, his annoying, stupid shard is going to outlive him.
Nice server Hollywood, I saw that.
Who?
Radiant's top barracks is falling.
Luna's back. Luna won't stand for this, baby.
Tower
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Here we go.
Oh,
Oh, the cookie!
Easy save, dude. Easy.
Absolutely goated player right now.
Easy.
Dive.
So good.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
You won't. Chopa dived! Well,
Oh, he
dove.
missed.
That's what those good English people
Oh,
say.
they got him. Uh-oh.
Right.
This is
This
not
one
looking
throw.
for Radiant.
Oh, let's
They're
keep
not
that
ending yet. Oh, never mind.
Looter
They got
bought back just to right click the
Oh,
ancient.
back. Oh, he wants out. He fucking wants out of this game.
Goodbye.
Yeah, it's over.
And with that, the money has changed hands, the fix is in, and MS-322 is going home for this season. Banned by Gabe. Alright. I mean, this is a pretty simple open and shut case, I think. You know, usually, I like to do these long analyses at the end of these major landmark games in Dota 2 history like this. But not this game. This is open shut. MS-322 had an early game lineup. It didn't work. They needed to be aggressive, push objectives, get Luna that dollar. It didn't work. So to that end, they just they crashed on the cliffs, and that was it. That's the end of MS-322 as it goes down. So now, as traditional, I will do the old post-team moratorium. Everybody excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's not what I said.
I'm dead inside. so it doesn't matter to me.
Alright, in that case, hey DaviruzZ, who's your favorite member of MS-322?
Zero for sure. Easy pick.
Roxy Row had a
Yep.
big job on his plate this season. Taking care of PVC when he was trying to transition one and learn the game. I think to that end, Roxy actually did do a pretty good job in the role he was kind of given. Like, nobody's going to look at MS-322 and say that the PVC-1 experiment was an objective success, but I do think Roxy Row did help in a very large way get the results that it did get, right? The upsides that did come out of it. The upsides that did come out of it, I think, were in large part thanks to old Roxy Row. So that's good. You know, very clearly was just trying to keep patient with the team. Very clearly was trying to, have a good attitude about things. I've definitely seen some situations where you've had a very similar premise of somebody trying to learn or re-pick up one, and the pause 5 was not good for that. And Roxy Row definitely did seem good for that. It didn't work out, but at the very least, you gave it his honest effort, and that, to me, that's an A+ for Roxy this season, in my book. Alright, who's your second favorite member of MS-322?
I think I'll say Giraffe. I lined with him during this season, even though I didn't really get to play with him that much. I mean, he was pretty chill.
Let's say,
I don't know.
I
guess he did his job for the most part in lane,
Instead of Giraffe, let's talk about the invisible Pause 3. That's not here this season for some reason. He got stood in for the last couple of weeks. It's a crazy thing. Whoever that guy is, I feel like it's very unfortunate. I don't think he really played the role that he probably needed on this team. The original Pause 3, I think, probably was somebody that I feel like, should have been more of a godlike Matt type player in this type of scenario where he's going to be picking up those heroes that it can either like win early and just 1v9 basically, just take the whole world, or is going to scale late and help PVC get there. I don't think he really did that. I don't know if he really, and I don't know where that issue is. I don't know if whoever I'm talking about was picking poorly for himself or if he was picked poorly for, but in any case, it felt like the cart was on him. I don't know if he really delivered, and it's a little unfortunate. I don't know how much of it is his fault, because I've seen teams where he does good. And I've heard about some nasty attitude problem-related rumors that might have also fed into that. I don't know. Clearly, whoever I'm talking about, given his decision to leave the team, get stood in for in the last 2 weeks, was probably not in on this experiment, which means might have been miscast. I don't know. Either way, he's not going to be in the next season, so not worth thinking about, I suppose. Who's your third favorite member of MS-322?
I think I actually cannot decide in between PVC or Peaches. I don't think I play with Adam a little bit, but not too much. I think I play with PVC and Peaches more. I don't know. I think
just say a name.
I'll say Peaches. I'll say
all right, Peaches. Peaches did try to steward PVC. I just don't think. I think the weakness is still there, because I think the thing about Peaches does really good in lanes with a very good established core, right? When we see Peaches in with like a really solid pause 1, you see the best come out of her, right? When we have Peaches in lane with a slightly less than established pause 1, like PVC trying to learn it this season, they were switching back and forth, right? I don't think she does as well in that situation, and I can't really put my finger on why. It's like not an attitude thing. She's not like trying to own people for being not as good as Dota as she is. That's definitely not it. And I don't think it's a skill-related issue, because, Peaches has definitely had some very strong performances. I will definitely say, having seen it, her 5 feels a lot better than her 4, though. But with that all being said, I do think there's some sort of disconnect there. Maybe it's the pool, maybe it's the play style, and I don't know exactly how you fix it. Maybe it's just queue more with like your 1K puzzle and friends. Keep queuing with PVC after the season. See what works, see what doesn't, and figure out if you can deal with that. Now, when Patriots definitely did have some very solid games this season. Definitely had some very unfortunate games this season too. But I don't think anybody's going to blame how everything went down on her. So there's that at the very least. All right, who's your next name?
PVC.
It didn't work. Sorry, buddy.
I mean, you gotta respect. I mean, he tried. He wanted to play +1.
Oh yeah,
he
no,
wanted to hit some quick pace, but didn't work out. It's what can you do?
I hope to God people don't see this and say, "Well, you clearly shouldn't do this. Clearly you can't do this," because I think it was a good thing. It is a good thing that PVC was able to assemble a team that mostly was down with this idea. That PVC, who has been in here forever as a support, said, "You know what? I want to give it a shot. I haven't played much of the ones. I want to just see if I can pick it up, see if I can do it, see where it goes." Right? I think that it is commendable that he did try something different. You will see no end of people in LD2L who just kind of want to stay safe and want to do the same, want to keep their pool small, want to keep their flexibility small, right? Who don't want to venture out, who don't want to take the risks that PVC did. And he got clowned. It didn't work. I do think there was some improvement from week 1 to week 7. I do think the core issues still did remain, and I do feel like the core issues do kind of tell me maybe his future isn't possible, right? I do think that there are some sparks shown, like I know PVC has supposedly played Pos 3 before, and the thing that I was consistently saying, I think, when I was seeing him is that he lanes like a 3, right? But the way he lanes like a 3 is like in a good way. I feel like even though he's probably already done this season has inspired me to say I want to see a PVC 3 season. I want to see him do it, right? I mean, like I said, he's done it before, but I want to see it. It didn't work. The puzzle in PVC, it just didn't work. I don't know what it was, but like the farming pattern, something about it wasn't good. Like even in very good games for him, it just felt like we would be sitting at like 20, 30 minutes, and he'd have half the next guy's net worth. Right? It's not a great place. Something is disconnected there, and it seems to be Toymanal because it just didn't really improve on that front. But props to him for trying. I think more people in LD2L should try things like this, to be honest with you, especially those higher MMR guys who have been here forever and a day, right? Like Jackie Chin is also not trying something new for him. He's been a support before in some leagues, but like this is still kind of fresh ground for him, right? So there's that as well, right? I don't know how much of a choice he got in that matter, but that's neither here nor there. Bottom line is I commend it. Didn't work. I don't know if this is the future of PVC pipe gaming, unfortunately. But I do think it was a good effort, and props to him for not giving it up, taking the easy way this out, and what have you, right? And that makes the last person we're going to talk about very easy. It's time for Ed Forum. Had some very good games. Did not end up in the situation where he's going to be able to win from mid like I thought maybe he would be a couple of times, but let's just say it like this, right? Randy, you here?
Yeah, I'm here. What?
You've seen some Adam games, right?
A couple.
How would you rate him as a mid? Do you think he's pretty solid in this role?
I don't know. I think the mid role is pretty weird in this patch. Doesn't feel as
secondary. Do you think he has good mechanics? Do you think he has good?
Yeah, I think he's a good mid, but especially he's picking like a Lesh. That hero doesn't do anything past 30 minutes.
Yeah, I think
definitely doesn't do anything to Adusa.
The idea that I kind of had for Adam, and let's say this, right? Adam is like one of the people in this league who looks washed as hell if you just look at the stats, right? I mean, he has a 40% win rate in the last year. It's not been a good 365 days for this poor fella, right? But I do think his stats are deceptive. I think the idea I had on Adam before the season was that he's really good with his mechanics, and he's good with his laning and all that. And the problem tends to be in his strategy. How does Adam actually go out and win the game? And I do think you did see a little bit of it coming out here. You did have some good shot callers on his team, but I do think there were problems enough that, like, he needs good leadership. Like, and MS-322 does have like a good potential to be in good leadership, but like they can't focus on that in a game like this. They got to focus on like keeping PVC alive. He's a new guy trying to learn things, right? Not new to the game, but he's relatively new to the role. He's trying to learn things, right? They have more on their plate. I think if you have Adam, sitting in between some like solid players, right? If you have Adam sitting in between like a comfortable upper level team, I do think we will see that come out of him. So I do definitely think if he wants to turn around his win rate, if he wants to turn around his MMR scope, it might not be a bad idea to just sit down at some point with somebody and just talk like no mechanics, no laning, no nothing like that. Sit there, talk about picks. Sit there, talk about strategy. Sit there, talk about the line over, right? Watch some casts of your own game, watch some casts of other games, watch some games with the sound off, and make your determinations. Why are things happening? Why did they go this way, that way? What have you, right? I think that's where Adam is weak right now. He needs to start. What the hell is that? He needs to work on that perhaps a little bit, and I think that would help his game in a pretty good way. I think as far as mechanics and the like goes, I definitely think he's fine for himself here. And with that being said, yeah, that's the end of old MS-322. And that's the end of the live game cycle this week. So, we'll be seeing you next time with, I believe it's going to be Sandgangers versus Alk Capone in the next recording. And it's going to be whatever the hell we decide to do in the bracket next week. So, we'll see you then. Anything to say before we go, DaviruzZ?
I don't know. I don't have anything.
Randy?
Nah.
If you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg today to sign up. It's far too late to get into this season, spoilers, but in-houses are still happening from time to time, queues are still popping from time to time, stand-ins are still needed from time to time. It is definitely not too late to get involved in the action somewhere, and hey, even if you show up, you don't want to do all that crap, new season's probably not that far off. There's a very small gap between these two seasons, so to that end, we hope to see you there. And see you next time.